Hi there, welcome to Freeworld Heads Up on Monday the 13th of June. Sanjoy and Adam with you as usual, and as per usual we'll kick off with the currency, which has seen a bit of a downturn this weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We're really going into the volatility now. We've got another, I think, nine days to go to Brexit vote. On Friday, we saw pretty much a fall that's now ended up as 2% down on the dollar for sterling. Sterling's 2% down as it was compared to, say, Friday morning. This is again entirely on the basis of Brexit polls. Behind that, we've got these other machinations. People are wondering whether there may be a rate rise. This coming Wednesday, we have the FOMC Fed rate meeting. There may be an increase there. Most people are saying it's more likely to be the next month, but there's definitely a sort of attention coming up because of that. If you remember, we had an awful non-farm payrolls figure about 8 days ago, and since then, a lot of subsidiary information has come to indicate that figure was artifactually low. So you have the normal thing. You might have a very large figure coming up towards the end of June, and that makes a July rate rise in the dollar starting to look like a feasible idea, and therefore it's entering into the numbers now. So anyway, quite a volatile weekend. This week, I guess, and the next week will be very big numbers. The level of debate in the Brexit thing here is pretty similar to the level of debate between the Russian and English football supporters. They're just slagging each other off now, and the Brexit vote has almost become a sort of anti-big business, like an anti-authoritarian vote. Nobody's going to tell me what to do.
Sure.
And correspondingly, the Leave campaign is getting increasingly. They're increasing the level of fear. So the latest thing there is pensions.
Right.
Pensions may not be payable, etc. So it's all got a bit into fantasy land. It's no longer a rational debate, and it's really whether you consider yourself to be part of the establishment or not. So bit dodgy there, really can't say now. It's up to the people, coming up to the people.
Okay. And then end of last week we had the shipment figures for May for USA almonds.
Yeah, that's right.
What do we see there?
Well, it was a blockbusting number. This is the third strong number that we've had in the shipments. This is the May figure. It was £178 million, which is up 27% on last year.
Right, huge increase.
A huge increase. There's strong shipments to just about every destination, but India figures one. There's something slightly surprising here that Germany's quite down, UK is quite a bit up. This might be to do with the so-called secondary market. In other words, there's a position-taking speculative market which is pretty much based in the UK. And obviously when prices were down $2.10 for standards, maybe a lot of stuff was bought by that secondary market. Meanwhile, the consumers in Germany still seem to be sitting on the fence. This number here, 178, is definitely a game changer. If you add this into the projections, even with this big crop coming, it looks like we will sell in this calendar year, up to December, over 2 billion pounds of almonds, which is about what's going to have to be sold next year.
Right.
So we've got the spectre of a lot of volatility going on as we come up to actually a square number. If we sell $2 billion, 2 billion pounds of almonds, and we produce 2 billion pounds of almonds, or California does, we should be entering an area of stability. And let's hope that's where we're going, because
we can dream.
we're almost still covered in bandages here. So let's hope we see a bit of stability. The objective is in July the 6th, not very far at all.
Okay. Just a month or so.
Yeah, and that's a number. That's when that number comes out. Then especially German industrial buyers will go and do their business because they attach a lot of importance to that number.
Okay.
Hopefully we're entering an era of sort of slightly increasing prices and stability so that we can actually work on some of these long-term demands.
Yeah.
So, but certainly places like India have been buying frenetically, the Middle East has been buying frenetically, so it looks like we're approaching an even scale.
Okay.
Also some news on apricots?
Yeah, so we're seeing the first kind of hard concrete estimate for the new crop, which harvest will begin shortly, and it's looking at about 110,000 tonnes, so a larger than average crop.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest kind of warning signs here is that there's going to be what looks like a carryover around 15,000 tonnes from the 2015 crop, which was only around 70,000 tonnes. So you can see consumption for apricots is significantly down, maybe to around 50 to 60,000 tonnes globally from Turkey.
Yeah.
So figures there, it's looking like it's going to be a bumper crop with carryover into it as well.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, the traditional dumping ground for a lot of this excess crop would have been Russia. Well, there's supposed to be a blockade on, so there isn't that pool of demand to hit. Though it may hit anyway, I don't know how much control there is on the border, but it's a lot harder to market that 110,000 tons of apricots now as compared to a few years ago.
Certainly.
We've seen high prices, we've seen demand destruction.
Absolutely, yeah.
And to resuscitate that doesn't. Look at prunes. They're still, despite all the bullish things behind it, the poor crop in America, still very much open to bids. So they are a cautionary tale of demand destruction, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it, is it?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And so on that warning note,
Yeah.
take it easy, and we'll speak to you later on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.